first technique is the compass method. The basic idea here is that often we put things off because we don't see the point of them. And it might be that someone else has asked you to do a task and you don't really want to do it because it doesn't really align with your goals or interests. And you have some reluctance to do it. I know I certainly feel that way at times, especially in my day job, or if I'm asked to do some housework that doesn't really seem that important to me. And what can help is to get clear about what is the task that we're putting off and why is it important to do it? Because we might not be recognizing the importance of it. And often it's because other people want it. Other people might need it to help them achieve their goals. And even though it can be a little bit irritating that we have to do it, it's nonetheless important in order to maintain a relationship. So it might be that, for example, I've got a task that I need to do for my boss in my day job, and it doesn't seem that important to me, but I recognize that I need a paycheck and my boss thinks it's important, and therefore I probably should prioritize it. And that isn't enough, because I can come to that recognition, a begrudging acceptance that I need to do the task. But it's still very hard for me to bring myself to it. So we've got some other techniques that will come up next, where you'll actually have some tactics for, after identifying that the task does need to be done, you'll have some tactics for how to do them. But the main purpose here is, can you link it to one of your values or your broader visions? So I want to be someone who is reliable. I recognize that it's bad karma if I expect that I can delegate tasks to other people and that they will do them. But if people delegate tasks to me, that I won't do them. But at the same time, I recognize that I have a really high need to understand the importance of a task. And quite often the issue for me is that it doesn't get explained. It's more along the lines of, hey, Jeremy, can you please do this? But not an explanation of why it's important. And so it's entirely okay to go and ask, okay, I'm prepared to do it, but can you tell me why? How does this fit into the bigger picture? And once I know that, it's often a lot easier for me to motivate myself to do it. So that would be the starting point, that if it's not clear why it's important, you can ask someone. And if it is clear, then we'll move on to the other techniques.